G'day, I'm AJ and I'm the founder of Leading Ladies International. If you're watching this, then you've already created some success in your career and business, no doubt. You already know how to manage your team, use your skills powerfully, and you've proven that you've got what it takes in order to achieve results and outcomes. But maybe, and I'm guessing, something's still missing for you. You've hit the proverbial glass ceiling. Perhaps you know that you're meant for more, but somehow you can't just seem to get to that higher level. You want to have more impact and really make a difference, but somehow something just keeps constraining you and you're not getting to that next level. You're not getting recognized for how you could contribute and be in that complete alignment that you know is going to deeply satisfy you. I know how you feel because, gorgeous, I've been there too, right? I have built my career, I have gotten all the credentials, I've gone back to university and done the extra study, I've attended all those networking events, and I've tried to juggle it with family and life and fitness and all the things. However, it often just felt like my success was a burden to carry, and it wasn't so much of a joy to share. And I really wanted things to be a little different. In the next few minutes, I want to show you what's possible for you and your next level of leadership evolution as an executive woman in business. I'll share with you how we do it, why you would even want to, and then let you know if you're a good fit for the Leading Ladies Leverage Mastermind. Why am I even doing this? Well, did you know that here where I live down under in Australia, that only 3 out of 10 executives and 1 out of 10 CEOs in Australia's top 300 companies are women? That is just not enough. And when we look globally, only 1% and even less than that of women own the land in the world. Now, as a real estate and property investor myself, this comes across as ludicrous, and yet it's really the truth. We know that it can be challenging as a woman in business. It can be challenging as a female leader. There are lots of systemic barriers that continue to limit the representation of women at highest levels. But the truth is, many women also hold themselves back. Many women have imposter syndrome, some mindset challenges, and are just not learning to leverage the power of using other people's time and energy and the leverage of getting things done smarter, not harder. Most women feel very self-reliant, and if I want to go there, I have to do it all myself. So I've just finished conducting some more market research. I'm writing a book all on leverage leadership right now. And what I found in the results was really fascinating. Men had challenges that were around the market, adapting to AI, working through long-term goals compared with strategic needs and immediate needs for cash flow. Women, on the other hand, when they talked about their 3 key challenges, were a little different and they were a little closer to home. And it really got me thinking about how important it is for us to truly, as women, start to embrace some different ways of leading and working. And so these women, in answering my questions, had the 3 core challenges of number 1, balancing their personal well-being with professional challenges. Now, you might be experiencing this too, because you might be feeling like my workload is growing and it is completely draining. Perhaps your dear body is starting to show some signals. Maybe your nervous system feels fried and you're literally finding yourself leading to exhaustion. You're getting disconnected and the fatigue is setting in. Secondly, the second thing these women told me in my research was they've mastered the skills of their field. They know their stuff. They are experts in their field. Many of them had 10, 15, 20 years of experience. But they still feel like they're throwing spaghetti on the wall when it comes to developing a clear roadmap and path for their career or their business strategy. they still don't have a really clear plan on what's next. They don't have a model to follow, and they don't have a step-by-step strategy of what to do and when. They are literally just spinning their wheels and looking for what's the right next move, maybe what's the right next bright, shiny object. They really just don't have a clear plan and strategy. And so finally, the third thing that these women talked about was they have great reputations, right? They're solid professionals, very good at what they do, but their reputation has become one of that they get stuff done. They've become known for being a problem solver and the can-do woman on the team. And so that, whilst that's been helpful in getting to where they're at now, it can often be limiting their next step up to that executive presence. And so for many of them, they're unsure, how do I take my can do, good employee, solid manager or leader, personal brand, and go to the next level of being seen as that strategic, influential leader who can have a real impact and build a legacy without having to become a man in the process. Let's face it, ladies, we don't want to have to grow balls. We actually just want to deal with some of our own insecurities, and we don't want other women feeling threatened or starting to pull us down too. And so for many women, as they start to move into these executive levels, they feel like they have to take on this suited, different pseudo woman. And it starts to feel inauthentic, and it's disconnected, and it has no heart and soul. There's no spirituality involved, and certainly no joy. And so I know over my career, I've helped over 20,000 leaders, men and women, shift through many phases of their careers. But what I've loved most is working with women on my Leading Ladies Mastermind. Why? Because for the past decade since I started Leading Ladies in 2015, we've been equipping women to break through those barriers, to confidently navigate complex challenges, to achieve success on their terms without sacrificing their well-being and their personal fulfillment, without losing sense of themselves and their family and their femininity along the way. You know, a couple of women come to mind. One of them, Joanna, a couple of years ago, went and she was a business owner, had a reasonable size consultancy. She had about 12 staff, and she was still doing everything herself, right? She didn't have an assistant or anyone helping her. She was up at 3 a.m. doing emails, right? Because she felt this sense of responsibility. And so in a way, she came to Leading Ladies because she'd gotten to a point where she was starting to feel tired and resentful. And she was watching other women in the industry, and she was starting to feel jealous of other women's success or other people's success. And she was like, enough, I need to do something and change something. And she joined us and has come away and is now an industry leader, an accomplished woman, a satisfied peer, a great mum, and has a fabulous culture and team where no longer do her staff fear her, because that's what was actually happening. And for many of them, because they would get emails from her at 3 a.m., they were starting to feel like they were inadequate. She now has a great company culture and is building her practice even bigger, but in a sustainable way that works for her life. Take Janine, for example, in our most recent round, and she's a senior leader in the state government. And she wanted to become more commercially savvy. She wanted to be able to sit at the executive table and in the boardroom and have a much greater presence and feel really confident in what she was communicating and what she could bring to the table. She learned to leverage her strengths and creativity as well as her teams. And she completely transformed her life-work balance, right? She learned to regulate her own nervous system. She learned to feel like she was confident no matter what the situation and that she could respond. She also started to learn to really coach her staff so that she was growing the next level of leaders. Today, she has a renewed sense of purpose. Sure, there's still challenges and hurdles she has to overcome, but with her clear vision now and with her team fully on board with her, she feels like she's making a complete difference as a leader. She also knows the signs to watch out for so that she can pull back or ask for help when she needs it. And then there's also Rachel, and Rachel feared her next level of success. Maybe you can relate to that. She'd secured a new role within 3 months of starting the program. It was something she'd wanted to go for a while. An opportunity came up, and for the first time ever, she backed herself and went for it. And immediately her income went up $30,000. She started to get asked to speak and present at industry events. And she also got some really exciting projects just for backing herself, for learning some skills and some mindset. So, our Leading Ladies program really leverages and helps you learn how you can be an even better leader across all areas of your life, professional and personal. And we use a simple 3-phase proven approach to do that. And most women, when they go through the program, say they wish they'd learned this stuff in their 20s and that they may have avoided some burnout, some pitfalls, and they would have built something earlier, I guess. So, first, we look at stabilizing you so that you can lead yourself first. You have to have a solid foundation. You know, a tree only grows as high as the roots have gone deep. So, we'll give you practical tools for managing your mental health and for your blind spots, right? For mastering your energetics so that you're set up for high performance and you can actually move up level by recalibrating in a safe way. We have a shift approach that is one tiny shift at a time. So it's not a all or nothing crazy, do it hard, right? This is about sustainable success. We then help you optimize. So step 2 is optimize so that your leadership can grow, right? So that your impact can grow through leverage. That's what this is all about. And together we're going to help you develop a really clear roadmap or plan that is totally actionable, again, shift by shift, so that it enhances your influence and your leadership, and so that you can drive accountability, give constructive feedback without fear, have those gnarly conversations, make decisions and act on them, and inspire and motivate your people so that you can stay in complete alignment with who you are while still helping your team and your people grow. And all of this without sacrificing health and family. And finally, the 3rd phase is about transforming. So, transform is all about your unique servant leadership onto steward eldership certification. We actually certify you in this, and it's for only women who are ready to take that really 3rd and final step. Some women just do the first 2 stages. The 3rd stage is really for someone at that next stage in their career where they know service and stewardship are what is their calling now. This is the final phase for women who are ready to elevate their consciousness and grow the next generation of impactful leaders. We use a lot of Indigenous women's business teachings here, and through the elders and aunties and grandmothers that have gifted me some of these teachings with acknowledgement, we embrace embodying this into how you lead. You'll learn to lead and nurture others in their potential. You'll build cultures and ecosystems of trust, and you learn to bring the whole tribe along so that the whole ecosystem benefits. This ultimately gives you not only a sense of satisfaction because you're going to achieve your goals, but you're going to see everyone else get theirs too. So this is lasting impact. It is long-term legacy. And this is for those who are ready to deeply, deeply explore how they can actually start to steward. So unlike typical coaching groups, you'll hear the language is a little bit different, how we operate is a little different. And what makes us completely different to others is that we do weave that ancient wisdom with modern leadership. This is not just about thinking and cognitive work. This is deep work for people who really want to trust their intuition and knowing. It's an exclusive community of big thinking and non-competitive women. You know, we want women who are spiritually curious, who are not narcissists, not judgy, right? We do not want egotists. We don't want women who pull other women down. Absolutely not. We are a positive group of people who are challenged and who push the status quo, who help each other up level, but certainly never pull each other down. We also offer really personalized support. So this is a smaller, more intimate style of group. It's not a big hundreds of people online together, because we truly know that for this level of executive presence and leadership, you do need a personalized plan. And so it's not mass produced. It's not everyone gets the same program here. It's going to be very much personalized to you. And so if you're hearing this and it's resonating, you must be already at quite a high senior level in your leadership career. I would say you tend to be over 35 years of age, although we do find wise old souls that are on young heads, right? But really, you're going to have been around the block a little. Your values are actually your experiences. And so you're going to have quite a bit of experience under your belt. I would say you would have at least 10 years in leadership or running your own company. And you want to lead from a really healthy, thriving leverage, not a hustly spot. You're going to maybe, if not want to be a coach or consultant, you might be a business owner already. You're already working with clients, you have a good practice, but you really want to scale and go, how do I move this into the next level? Perhaps you're committed to growing a team and you want to really learn ways to do that where you don't burn out your team as well. And you want to help the organization, the company, the government, whoever you work for, get bigger, better results. I really think you would have to be a little spiritually curious as well. And so what I mean by that is just open-minded to learning more about energetics, ancient Indigenous women's business, and really open-hearted to fully participate. We do a number of actually in-person intensive. We often do them on country and on the land. And so we work with the spirit of Nungi, Mother Earth. We work with the spirit of the divine feminine in a very different way. It really is a blending of business and of ancient wisdom together. So why would you even bother joining, right? Why not? I bet you probably have noticed that the demand for authentic, emotionally intelligent leaders is on the rise. We need good leaders who are doing great things because they impact how their team and the people around them experience their life. This program is a very rare opportunity for you to elevate your leadership while connecting deeply with your values and purpose. It is not for the faint of hearted. And if you're thinking, okay, right, I'm ready to jump right in, let me be also completely upfront. We are incredibly guarded about who we bring into our tribe. So we really do our due diligence, as you should, to make sure that this is a right fit. We work with ambitious women, yes, but you have to be interested in the growth of the collective, not just yourself. We screen carefully. We look to make sure that you meet our standards and also that we can deliver on our promises to you. We are looking not for people who are transactional and just want to do a little course and be done with it. We are looking to journey and walk with women who are here to change the world, to transform their lives, and to build something of meaning and purpose together. We want to walk with you long term. So if you're ready to explore what that might look like and how you could lead with more confidence and clarity, compassion, and with comrades, then apply below by putting in a little expression of interest. There's a form that should just take you a couple of minutes. And really that's just to start weeding out and looking at who's a good fit, understanding your intent, some of your history. Once you've submitted that, our team will review it and we will book in a call with you so that we can really understand your career to date. What are some of your wins and your challenges? And could we even help input into your next chapter? If we can't, we will let you know straight away, right? But if we can, we would love to book a call with you. And we do that so that we can honor where you are and hear a bit of your story so that we can get to know you. We do that so that we can help you identify your biggest opportunities for more leverage. We will help you look for gaps and find those spots that could be improved. And even this call alone could help you really move forward with a clearer trajectory. And then we also look at what kind of custom roadmap might you need for a woman of substance. So come and join us. Have a look at the application below, take a few minutes to fill it in. If you're ready to build a career and a brand and go further in your life, then come and join a way that is completely aligned. It's no doubt in your truth, and hopefully it resonates with the level of consciousness that you have and that you're moving through right now. I'd love to start to get to know you. I'm excited to potentially meet you soon. And I am excited even more about the opportunity to introduce you to our tribe of women who are doing good while doing well. Leading ladies is the evolution, is the legacy that the world needs right now. And it needs you to be part of that amazing community.